Mr. Speaker, my question is to the Prime Minister. Does he believe that all persons who have served as ministers in his government have met the requirement of the Cabinet Manual to behave in a way that upholds and is seen to uphold the highest ethical standards in their ministerial capacity, their political capacity and their personal capacity? If so, why?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, yes, with the exception of Dr Richard Worth, because they are talented people who are working hard for New Zealand.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker. What ethical standards did his Minister Pansy Wong and her husband breach in their publicly funded travel to China in December 2008, which required her resignation?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, what the former minister has herself accepted is that she made an unplanned and inadvertent mistake, and I've accepted that. And as we all know, from time to time, we all make mistakes.
That's right. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker.
Order. I've called the Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, is he fully satisfied that the misuse of public funds to travel to China to carry out private commercial business, the signing as a minister of a business agreement in which her husband had financial interests, and promoting that business in China on a website were the only breaches of the highest ethical standards by his minister?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I don't accept the second part of the question. The advice that I've had is that the signing of a document is not in breach of the Cabinet Manual.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker. Will he, in the interests of transparency and the highest ethical standards, ask the Auditor-General to investigate any misuse of ministerial travel or authority relating to Pansy Wong, given her proven misuse of parliamentary travel funding and given the precedent of his referring Phil Heatley's case to the Auditor-General? If not, why not?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I think it's worthy to note a few things. Firstly, in the case of Mr Heatley, it was a matter where I was the responsible minister as Minister of Ministerial Services. In the case of Pansy Wong, that was a matter of the parliamentary service, and therefore it was a report sanctioned by the Speaker. But I say to the member, if he has any information that he feels is of relevance, he's welcome to refer that to the Auditor-General himself.
Point of order, the Honourable Trevor Miller.
Mr. Speaker, it was an elongated way of refusing to answer a question, Mr. Speaker, because the Minister was saying he was not responsible for your expenditure. The question was directly about ministerial services expenditure, Pansy Wong's air travel.
Order. I hear the point the member's making, but he would note the Prime Minister in the last part of his answer answered it by saying if the member asking the question had any relevant information with respect to that matter, that he was welcome to take the matter up with the Auditor-General himself, and I believe that is an answer to the question. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker. If the issue is about ministerial travel and misuse of ministerial authority, why is it not his responsibility?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I have no advice on that matter.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
Point of order, the Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
I'd ask you to reflect on the Prime Minister's answer. He said it's not his responsibility. What advice does he need that he can't answer that question in a straightforward way?
Well, the Prime Minister has answered it. The members may not like the answer, but and the public can judge the answer, but I believe it is an answer. And point of order, the Honourable Trevor Miller.
Mr. Speaker, that could be an answer to any question. Any ignorant minister could stand up and say, I have not had advice on that matter, sir.
Order.
Sir,
I've heard the member's point. I've heard the member's point, and the public will judge the quality of an answer. And it was an answer, and members don't have to like it, but I can't insist on a more precise answer to a question exactly like that. I'll listen very carefully to the member's next supplementary, which I'm sure you'll have one. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Question, Mr Speaker. Why won't this Prime Minister accept his responsibility for any misuse of ministerial travel and ministerial authority?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
The Speaker, none has been brought to my attention.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr Speaker, is the Prime Minister telling this House that he's not aware of the fact that his minister misused the authority to expend public funds for a business trip and misused her position to promote a private business interest on a website in China?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
No, I'm telling the member she travelled as a member, not a minister.
Question.
Point of order, Mr
Point
Speaker.
of order, the Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
It's actually a proven fact that
Order. None of the member is now debating the issue. That's not a matter of order. The member is in his seat. Supplementary question, the Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Did Pansy Wong sign that document as a Minister of the Crown?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
No, she signed that document saying her occupation was the Minister of the Crown.
Question number 3, Craig Foss. Order. Order. Craig Foss.
Thank you, Mr
Question
Speaker.
number 3.